Oh, hey there, I'm Michael Ian Black, along with my dear friend, Tom Cavanaugh.
We are the M and the T, and Mike and Tom eat snacks. There's many aisles you can walk down in life, and an aisle we recommend to you is the great snack aisle of life.
When you're looking for choices, you're looking for something to shove right into your mouth, you might be confused. There's so many things to choose from. Well, Tom and I have done the work for you. Each week on Mike and Tom Eat Snacks, Tom and I pick a snack, eat a snack, rate a snack. It's the famous PER system developed over decades of snack food eating by the two of us, and now we're bringing that system to your ears.
You can find it on Starburns Audio or wherever. Where, Mike?
I guess wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Starburns Audio.
In a world where every conversation is about what movie or TV show you've just seen, this is Never Seen It. Comedians rewriting famous movies and TV shows they've never seen. Hey everybody, this is Never Seen It, the podcast where comedians rewrite famous movies and TV shows they've never seen before. Today, having never seen The West Wing, we are joined once again by Caleb Synan. Caleb is an incredibly funny comedian. He just had a new album come out, wherever you listen to that sort of stuff. His stand-up is amazing. He's one of my good friends, and he destroys it on this script. It's so fun. Caleb has never seen The West Wing, and he rewrote it, and we read his script, and we just have a blast. It's Aaron Sorkin. You can have fun with that. He writes what he thinks it probably is, and he kind of sort of nails it. But also... I don't know. It's so much fun. I had a wonderful time. Caleb and I are joined by Rebecca Steinberg, our incredibly talented and hilarious producer, as well as Sam Wiles, a comedian who is also super, super funny and had an album come out. Sam, you may remember, he had never seen Her, and he's been on the podcast a couple times before. But Caleb has never seen The West Wing. He rewrote it, and we read his script and have a wonderful time. We play some games. This weird new game I keep forgetting to come up with a title for. It's a nice time. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope everyone is healthy and well. Please get vaccinated if you haven't and are able to. I would appreciate that. I think a lot of people would. And I hope, like I said, I hope everyone's doing well as they can. Please find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kyle Ayers, KYLEAYERS. Please go follow me on there. I got a few shows coming up. All things pending, but I got them planned. We got a live podcast in Chicago. We got a live podcast in Asheville. I got shows in Charleston and Raleigh and Wilmington and Kansas City and another show in Chicago. I'm doing stand-up and a podcast in Chicago back-to-back nights. You can get a cheap ticket and come to both shows. That's going to be at the end of September. A lot of these shows are in October, at the end of October as well. At Kyle Ayers, that's going to be the best place to find me. I'm still figuring them out. Some tickets are on kyleayers.com, but please find me at Kyle Ayers on Twitter and Instagram. That's going to be the best spot. We're going to try and do these live podcasts in a safe manner and have some fun and, exist. But thank you guys so much for listening. Please enjoy Caleb Synan has never seen The West Wing. Did my voice get German? Caleb Synan has never seen The West Wing.
Now it's recording. Oh. It's recording and I can hear at the same time.
Ooh.
Hey.
Holy
right.
shit.
Wow.
Wow. That's the most stressed I've ever been.
All right.
That's the worst thing that's happened since COVID.
That's pretty tight. If that's the most stressed you've ever been, that's all right.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here.
You want to get more stressed? Watch season 2 of Succession.
Oh, I love it. I love stress on TV. Not in life.
I do think post COVID on, I am bad at watching stressful stuff now. I just want comfort food, baby food shit.
This thing has been happening.
Yeah.
I can usually watch one show at a time or two shows if one is with someone else and then one is my alone show. And I've been watching The Crown with my girlfriend and Succession alone. And I've been
that's life.
Embarrassed because they're both shows where I don't know what's going to happen, but one of them is based on the most famous stuff ever. I'm like, Succession, ooh, what a turn. And then in The Crown, Kennedy died. I'm like, what a turn. It's kind of embarrassing, but I don't know if it's a reflection of American education system, but I'm like season 3 of The Crown, and I'm like, and what's the UK?
So the UK is like 5 countries. What is it? I don't know what it is. It's not England. Is it England plus Wales?
England is a country.
And
the United
Scotland
Kingdom
and
is
Northern
England,
Ireland.
Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland put together.
Oh boy.
And
What's
the only
Great
way I
Britain?
remember is the UK flag is all of their flags put together.
Oh, that sucks.
Right. Just like my 2 countries, the United States and cops they have a flag as well when they combine their 2.
That's how you make countries. Is you think of a cool super flag and then you go from there.
We would have a horrible flag to mash up with absolutely anything.
Yeah.
I like the United States flag with the cops flag on someone's chest, and they're a skeleton, and they're opening it up, and that's what's under their leather jacket.
And inside is God praying, is Jesus praying on the inside of that.
Yes.
Right.
It gets everything.
And the devil's arm wrestling Trump, and that's like a tattoo on his neck.
And that skeleton, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
You could tell because the skeleton has no idea where he is. I just, I feel so dumb watching The Crown, and they're like, there's a whole arc of an episode where like they think the prime minister is a Russian spy, and I'm like, was the prime minister a Russian spy? Like, I have no fucking idea, and he's not. Spoiler, but it's not a spoiler because that would have been the biggest news of all time. It was like 50 years ago, England's president was a spy.
That's how bad our education system is.
I watched in the first episode, Winston Churchill is reelected as prime minister a little bit after, he took everything through World War II. Then he's not prime minister. Then they reelect him. I had no idea that happened. I didn't know he took a gap year or whatever to study abroad.
Yeah.
This stuff keeps happening, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm in suspense of like, does the king die?
Right. I hope there's never a king. I just don't want to. I don't like that. I want it to be a queen forever.
It is
I don't
crazy.
Learn.
It's always been a queen. Everyone who's alive's entire life.
Yeah.
But most of history, it isn't. It's very difficult for there to be a queen. But everyone who alive is like, could they have like a guy queen?
Guy queen. I hope so. If there's a king, I'll like all that propaganda from elementary school. If there's a king of England, I'm like, we got to get him. Let's get him. The queen, I'm like, she's cool. Yeah, he seems cool.
It is just so long live the queen. People say like, what are you, the queen of England? Is like a funny little phrase of thinking that you can do whatever you want.
Right. It's not as funny to say, what are you, the king of England?
What are you, the king of England?
What's that? Yeah.
I only associate that with not paying attention in school.
Or apparently dying early.
The poor guy who is the king at the beginning is also Lane from Mad Men, and this guy just can't become a character who lives. Like he's just always doomed. The beginning of I'm sure he knew when he took the role. That'd be incredible if he like is cast as the king of England, and he's like, wait, what happens?
The king hangs himself on a door. That is shocking. That's like one of the most shocking things in all of Mad Men.
Yeah.
I remember being really stunned.
I would say the most shocking thing in all of Mad Men.
That was the one. That was the most like no one saw that coming. It was really
yeah.
Just like in how no one saw in The Crown when the queen is funny.
Right.
Also, okay, I don't want to keep ranting about The Crown, but
I feel like I really have to tell you this, Kyle, but the next 3 people to succeed the throne are going to be men.
Oh, I know. At this point, I know. It depends on how many of them were on Epstein's island. And
unfortunately, the one who was, I think he felt comfortable doing that because he knew he
had no stakes. So they in between season 2 and 3 of The Crown, they recast everybody, which makes sense because time progresses, and they recast all the king and Philip and everything, and they cast people who are like 20 years older. So the actress who was playing Elizabeth in like seasons 1 and 2 looked like she's like 25 or 30, and then it's like 45 or 50. The next season takes place 1 year later.
What?
Like a season ends in like 1963, and then the next one starts and it says 1964, and the queen is 25 years older.
Yeah, they recast everybody. That's so weird.
I thought it'd be like 1980.
Right.
But no, it's not. And then the first episode was like, look how old you look on this stamp. And I'm like, that's the relatability I came for.
Yeah, but they're also all British, and that's just how they look. 1 year in England is rough on you.
That actually is just what happened if they had to eat regular English food twice. And then they aged, but it is just so much older. She looks so much older. And then Philip walked in and he looks 70 years older. The Philip looked like 19 in the show, and he's like a pilot. And then the next guy walks in and looks like he's like a dog that got kicked under a couch.
Philip never looked 19. When he was 10, he looked 40. And then
he looked 40 until he was 165 years old. He looked like he was made of Sheldon Adelson's body parts. That's like how old he looked.
Yeah, what age was Nosferatu? That's the age.
Yeah, there's
he was
no
like
age.
Nosferatu's body and all of the Rockefeller's innards put together. He was I know he's sold. He doesn't know what a meme is. And he had like this, who cares? He doesn't care. He looked so old in that car. That picture of him, that's like, you're like, come on. That's someone who's made of everyone else's blood.
Yeah. My request as a 100-year-old would be never photograph me.
Right.
That would be
never
Number
capture
one.
me in technology that didn't exist when I was born. How about that?
Yeah. If you're 100, every photo of you is like as hurtful as a carnival caricature artist.
If I'm 100 years old and my photo's not on tin, delete it.
Yeah. Hey, you know where you can see a picture of me? A coin. The end.
Right. Yeah, the it's oh man, that's so funny. The whole show. Okay, I don't want to keep up.
It's Crowncast, man.
We don't see anyone. It's
I
Crown
love it.
Vision.
I'm having a great time.
And the whole show is an episode starts, and the queen is sitting around, and she's like, so. There's going to be a new politician. Does he realize we're pointless? Like, that's every episode of the show.
Yeah.
And then the politician comes in, he's like, hello, queen. And she's like, hello. And then he's like, well, off to actually do something. And she's like, I understand. There's a horse. And they all realize they're all pointless. I think being the younger sibling, that's the life. I mean, unless you're a pedophile. But like, Margaret, who is now Helena Bonham Carter in the second season, who also aged just differently. That's the life. You just sit around. I mean, I'm sure it's boring because you can't do, but it's like she just sits around.
In Big Fish, she does that, and she's not even British. She's just she's like 8 ages in Big Fish. No makeup.
It's actually the same character. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. No transition to be like, speaking of fast-talking political shows. Crowncast is like a Kansas City Royals podcast is what it sounds like.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Let's do that too.
Or about RC Cola or something.
I do want to talk about RC.
We hired the worst social media manager. We don't have a Twitter presence, but we have a full-on 1 hour a week Patreon-supported RC Cola podcast.
We did, because we did also hire the worst podcast idea haver, and they are on the payroll.
That actually could be me. Crowncast, everybody. Pop open a nice can of RC Cola, available at one dusty dollar store near you.
I always get them out of a machine where I'm like, there's no way something's coming when I push this button.
Right.
I heard the quarter hit the dirt under the machine. I don't think there's any way.
You can only technically pay for an RC Cola by hitting the machine. There's no money. There's no monetary amount for it. It's not assigned
pay.
Every machine you get an RC Cola out, you could yank your quarterback with a string. Like you just drop it in and then you just yank it back out and trick it.
You have to. That's the only way to get it. There's no other.
I remember in high school they first introduced the machines that have a little like conveyor belt that goes up and down and conveyors the sodas over. It's like the bottles. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like a clear front and then it conveyors the soda over. And if you just held the door shut that it pushes it out of, it would think it fucked up and drop another one. And so you could just hold the door and get like 6, but then you got to be real quick at yanking them out as they funnel. And the thing about the soda is it was better than the story.
Kyle, real quick, I'm so sorry. My recording thing, my Zoom, the batteries suddenly shit out. So I don't know if it got all of that, but you guys are recording on Zoom, right, as backup?
We'll just use yours as a backup if you don't even want to worry about it. We'll use your track here.
Okay, because I have other batteries. I can swap them in, but it might be harder to edit at this point.
It's okay. We'll just use your Zoom track here as a backup.
Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. You hadn't said anything that I was like, had to keep in. Okay, anyways. I don't know. So The West Wing. Caleb, you've never seen The West Wing.
Never seen it. I have seen The American President, but I have not seen The West Wing.
I've never even heard of The American President. Like you've seen
it's really good. It's Aaron Sorkin and it's Michael Douglas, and he's a swinging single president looking for love out of the Oval Office.
Is it a movie? Or a show? Okay.
It's the movie, and the Annette Bening is this cool lady, and he. Ooh, I like your little emoji.
Thank you. I like to put them up and see if it comes up.
But it seems to be the same. Like it seems similar, like a similar universe. Like the president is a really good guy, and he's really funny, and he's the
way the president has never been.
Right,
literally
he's like
ever.
A family man. But he's single, and he's like, he wants to take things slow.
Aaron Sorkin seems to really write the president that all centrist Democrats think every president is.
Yeah, but he is still strong.
It's like a American presidential fan fiction, kind of like it's so.
Yes, it's liberal porn for sure, and he's like. I think he droned someone and he feels bad about it. And on his second date,
he feels bad about it. But wasn't he using a Bluetooth Xbox controller with the drone?
Yeah, it was like a Nintendo 64 style cartridge drone.
These C buttons do nothing. He's like figuring out.
It's so funny because the American president came out like right as Bill Clinton was getting, it was like the same, like he was the president at the time. And the idea of like a single dating it's just really funny.
Oh my God. Yeah. Clinton was gross married. Imagine.
Right.
He's getting.
Well, I guess maybe Sorkin was inspired. He's like, what if the president was horny, but not in a bad way?
Yeah, horny for companionship.
Horny in a way that we can all get behind.
I picture Aaron Sorkin saying that pitch, but he's like jumping on the table like Machine Gun Kelly, like at a production studio.
On the Oprah couch.
So he's like jumping up and down. He's like, what if the president was horny, but it's cool? And hear me out. Every character is smart and the exact same level of smart.
Yeah. Oh man.
Right.
Yeah.
That's always been my favorite thing is when Sorkin like writes stuff like Social Network where everyone kind of does talk similar because they're all lawyers or assholes who went to the same school. It really, really works for me. When he writes people who are supposed to have different backgrounds, it feels like a show where every character got to think for 5 minutes before they replied. But they're replying really quick.
Right.
You're like, oftentimes like you didn't just come out. Like I've watched like Dave Attell would think for 9 seconds before he came back with that or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Studio 60 is so incongruous because every person in that show, regardless of level, is like a quip machine. And you're like, and the comedians are like the same amount of quippy as the producer. Like, why would that happen?
It's something that
and
it
why
drives
is no
me
one
crazy.
laughing?
And no one's laughing. It's like everyone is there's no characters, they're just all Aaron Sorkin. Like they're just if you cover up the names of the characters, you would have never know who's talking because there's no like innate personality to any of the individual people.
Yeah,
they're all the same.
It's Aaron Sorkin
I
winning
really
arguments in the shower.
That's the stuff. That's when it really, really works. Is like A Few Good Men, where that is how all of the people are, or where it's like very militaristic and they are very prepared, or like I said, The Social Network, where there's really two types of people talking, but where it feels weird is the rest of the time.
Well,
That's what
in the Social Network, like, Fincher was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah,
like, stop
totally.
doing that for a second.
That's, I think, like a show where it's also like Veep, which is the funniest thing that's ever existed. They were all funny in different ways. This is a show that's like, basically, I don't know much about The West Wing at all, but felt like, it's an explicit comedy, but taking place with a bunch of supposedly smart people who are all.
I think it's a comedy, is it?
Veep?
I mean, it's a
No,
drama.
I don't mean The West Wing. I'm talking about Veep. But I'm like, but they're all like kind of funny and quippy, but sometimes their quip is just them telling them to fuck off or like some, you know what I mean? They're not.
Right. They all insult people in totally different ways, but they're all. It's like they're all equally like. They're all very specific, so it's like they're all operating at the same level of like, this is so. I can't believe they said this, but. That you would know who's saying what.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's West Wing is this his first thing? Sorkin, I don't know too much about the timeline with him.
He had a show before West Wing that was Sports Night.
Oh, that's right.
Which is kind of watchable because like the stakes are all like appropriately low for an Aaron Sorkin show. Mm-hmm. Like they just are sports anchors or whatever. So it's like, okay, I don't know. It like feels more okay that they're all saying the exact same shit over and over and over because it doesn't matter because no one's the president.
Almost no one.
They're all just Dan Patrick, which is fine.
The craziest thing about The West Wing is almost none of the characters are the president except like one.
Yeah. It's
so
weird.
true.
It's not fair.
Like it has the most characters whoever of any show who were the president and it's still so low.
Yeah. Does Jimmy Smits? I also have never seen The West Wing. Does Jimmy Smits become president at some point?
The guy who the center for the Pacers?
No,
that's Rick Smits.
Oh, my bad.
Wait, has anyone? I've seen like I think 3 seasons of The West Wing. And then
I have to say,
Kyle, have you seen any?
No,
of it?
I haven't seen anything.
Wait, so I'm the only one who's seen any of it?
Yes.
Yep. Is this the show where the walk and talk, the patented walk and talk, like got its legs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's like all the characters, but like a few characters in particular.
I'm sorry,
like
I just read the first line of dialogue in Caleb's script, and I don't want to spoil it at all. But it's so stupid.
Oh my god.
After years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, it's that there's always a catch. So when I first heard that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month, I thought, what is the catch? But after speaking with them and using their service, it all made sense. There isn't one. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. Cutting out retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in the form of mystery fees. Instead, Mint Mobile just passes on sweet savings directly to you. I got a plan for Mint Mobile. They let me try this out. It was great. Got good service. Everything worked well. It's all pretty efficient online and easy to use. And I think this could be an option if this is something that you're looking for. You may want to check out Mint Mobile. For people looking for extra savings, it offers premium wireless plans for just $15 a month. Plans come with unlimited talk and text, high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number, keep all your existing contacts. And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for, once again, just $15 a month, and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/neverseenit. That's mintmobile.com/neverseenit. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month. mintmobile.com/neverseenit. Hey everybody, I want to take a minute real quick and talk about Raycon. A lot of things are changing. How we're socializing, what you're doing, normalcy, not normalcy, things like that are always varying. But one thing that is consistent, especially for me, is listening to music, my playlist, meditation, things like that. No matter how you feel about whatever getting back out there is to you, there's no denying this has all been an adjustment. If the world gets too loud, something I like to do is make my own soundtrack and pop in some Raycon wireless earbuds. Sometimes you need some upbeat music to pump you up, or you need to stay calm with a guided meditation. Or if you're like me, I've got a big collaborative playlist I've been making with a ton of people to try and learn, figure out some new music and expose myself to stuff I might not normally. It just helps you with your working out, getting around, doing stuff every day. It's been great for me using these Raycons. I've had a really nice time listen with them. Let me tell you, they're the best way to listen. They come with a bunch of gel tips for your comfort, all different sizes, and unlike a lot of other brands, they don't stick out of your ear. Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for a really long time. I know that's important. I always forget to charge pretty much everything, so that's great. They start at half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you really can't lose. Give them a try. You'll see what I mean. Create your own soundtrack with Raycon. Right now, Never Seen It listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/neverseenit. That's BUYRAYCON.com/neverseenit to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/neverseenit. Check these completely wireless earbuds out. Go check it out. Everyone, look, before we get into the script, make sure you jump on board. Even if we're taking off, just jump on board. All right, let's go ahead and cast it up. Caleb,
all right,
whoever
sweet.
you'd like to play.
So I will narrate. Sam, if you could be Donald Trump, and Rebecca, if you could be Joe Biden, and Kyle, if you could be Martin Sheen.
Great. The big three.
Is that it? Okay.
We need one more for Rushmore, but other than that, I think we're...
Hey, that's my Rushmore right now.
The fourth head on Mount Rushmore is narrator.
The fourth one is a Twitter egg on my Mount Rushmore. That's the fourth estate.
Is that libtard cuck 6_9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready, Caleb.
All right. The West Wing by Caleb Synan. Here we go. Get ready. I like to let people know to get ready. Interior, the East Wing, day. Hello, it's me, Aaron Sorkin. I wrote the Facebook movie. I am not like other screenwriters. You want to know why? Because you know my name. That's not normal, kid. Most screenwriters live in a pile of shit. They die anonymous, penniless. They get played by Gary Oldman, and he only plays the ugliest people alive. Screenwriters stay where they belong. In the margins, going on strike every few years for a little attention, but it doesn't matter. The news only shoots them from the neck down at the picket line. Suckers. But I'm Aaron goddamn Sorkin. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the talk. My dialogue is as crisp as a crispy piece of crispy shit. This show is about the White House, but it's not like other shows about the White House. This one has a slight liberal leaning. Okay, we're in the White House. Here we go.
There's just no way to lose a war in Afghanistan.
You got that right, Cracker Jack. Take that to the bank, Hot Rod. Damn, Skippy. Rat-a-tat-tat. Ha, ha, ha. I'm losing my fucking mind.
I love you, Joe. You're one odd son of a bitch. You're from Delaware, but you talk like a banker from the Old West. What a great vice president you are. Don't know what I'd do without you.
Thanks, Martin Sheen.
So, what are we going to do this week, Joe?
The same thing we do every week, Marty.
Interior, a hallway. Moments later, Martin Sheen and Joe Biden walk down the hallway with roughly 35 manila folders in their hands.
So, how's my birthday party looking tonight?
Great. We've got Bill Cosby, Donald Trump, and Kevin Spacey confirmed for the chicken.
The chicken. Perfect.
And after dinner, George Lucas is going to be screening Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
This night's going to fucking rule.
A quick mechanical noise by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross plays to take us to the next scene. It kind of sounds like a forklift scraping a wall. Interior, the West Wing, night. It's a party, baby. We got champagne, cheese cubes, and the Illuminati. The Illuminati is Joe Biden's grunge band hired to play in the corner due to government shutdown. Joe sings lead and plays harmonica. There's nobody else in the band.
Yeah, that Joe plays a mean harmonica, doesn't he?
We love the harmonica, don't we, Martin? So important. You can't have a band without a harmonica. People try. They try these bands without one, and what happens? Can't do weddings, can't do backyard parties, can't do it. You need a little Bobo, honking on Bobo, that's what they call it. I say, don't call it that, but they say it. What can you do? Bruce Willis, he plays it. We all love Bruce Willis, don't we, folks? But why the band, Bruce? It's no good. Too many hats. You're wearing too many hats. We barely like the acting, Bruce. Don't make us watch the band.
so much more fun when he's not around for a while, and then you can do a thing about it.
Yeah, it's more fun. We miss him.
We miss him, don't we? Can you take it? Sorry, can you take it again from Too Many Hats?
You're gonna make me do that again?
Just the last part, so I can get into my line.
You're wearing too many hats. We barely like the acting, Bruce. Don't make us watch the band.
Donald, let's walk and talk.
What about Bill and Kevin?
Don't worry about them.
Martin Sheen and Donald Trump walk over towards the West Wing. Martin walks in his dignified center-left grandpa kind of way, and Donald walks like a fucking idiot.
Donald, I want to tell you a secret.
Okay.
Call me Q.
What?
We don't have much time, Donald. Look, you're going to be president.
Oh, what? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Fuck. What? Oh, come on. No, I can't.
Look, it's why I brought you here tonight. Earth only has 30 years left, tops.
You want me to be president when the world ends?
I need you to end the world, Don. There's an international ring of blood-drinking pedophile shapeshifters.
And they're all Democrats?
You read my mind.
There's not even a libertarian or an independent?
All Democrats. Look, I don't make the rules. I need you to bring them down.
But I don't know how to be president. It seems hard.
Martin Sheen grabs Donald Trump by his lapels. He smacks him with the front and back of his hand. He slaps him again and again. 17 times Martin smacks the absolute shit out of Donald's face.
Listen to me. You can do this. I'll even drop hints on 4chan.
What the fuck is for?
Martin Sheen smacks Donald Trump 106 more times.
I'll give you till the end of the night to decide.
Martin lets go of Donald's lapels and Donald crumples to the ground. Terrified and confused, Donald dusts himself off and follows Martin back to the West Wing to rejoin the party. Joe Biden is playing Runaround by Blues Traveler on the harmonica. Donald straightens up his tie and wipes a drop of blood off his lip as he catches the gaze of Martin. When their eyes meet, Martin mouths the words twitter.com. Donald Trump nods. The camera pans up, out and up to the sky. The end.
Wow.
That's the West Wing, baby.
Can I just say my favorite line in this is when Martin Sheen says, "You're going to be president. Earth only has 30 years left." And Donald Trump says, "You want me to be president when the world ends?" He thinks he's going to be president for 30 years.
Of course he does. Why would you stop? Why would you have a job?
Why would you stop?
Yeah,
that's true.
Oh, man, I don't know. I want my ringtone to be, "You need a little Bobo, honking on Bobo."
In terms of honking and in terms of Bobo.
Oh man, you really did.
Wow.
I knew it was going to be good, but that was holy shit! What a great.
I'm just doing James Austin Johnson doing Trump. That's it.
That's really all we
I'm
want.
around
anyways.
too much.
I wrote
James.
Oh boy, it is more fun when he's not around.
It is. It's like kind of a
is.
good time. It's like he's funny. I'm reading that book, I Alone Can Fix It now, the one they just came out with, and like he's such a weird baby. It's awesome. I highly recommend that book.
Right. I mean, to be fair, that book is fake news.
Sure.
It is fake.
Yeah, but we love fiction. We love The Crown, don't we, folks?
Don't we, folks? I like it. It is such a. Sometimes you would see him speak, and it would just be like everything he says is what a comedian says after a joke bombs to try and recover.
Yeah.
It's a new one, isn't it, folks? We love the new stuff. We love trying it out. It's like every single little thing. Oh, nothing is good, but that felt really nice. Who would have thought I would love talking about the war in Afghanistan this week? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know. Rebecca,
man.
You've seen 3 seasons.
Yeah. That's
Pretty dead on, huh?
That's exactly that. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Exactly that.
Do they say walk and talk?
No, but they, actually, do they? They said, "Let's walk and talk," I guess. Let's go for
I don't
a
know
walk.
if they say it. They use all the words, and they are in the order. Well, okay.
It just seems like, wouldn't you use your office? Like the amount of business happening in the hallways where it's like, All right, wait till you sit down get this done before you leave. Why?
Yes.
I
All
saw
these
someone,
expensive
not to
offices.
just talk about Succession again, but I saw someone say Succession is proof that a television show doesn't have to be any more than some people talking. And I think it's right. And I think maybe the West Wing, he just had them walk and talk, so it looked like more was happening instead of just people
100%.
sitting still the entire time.
Yeah, somebody was like, Aaron, this isn't a book, dude. Like, you gotta have, there's a visual element.
Interior, same place, same chairs.
Yeah.
A new person is sitting in one of the chairs.
Yeah.
That person, good to be here. It's like, I don't know how long it is. Do we have any idea how long the West Wing is?
7 seasons.
Why'd you bail, Rebecca?
Because I didn't like it. I don't like Aaron Sorkin.
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
keep watching things I don't like.
Fair enough.
Oh, you
Also,
got 3 seasons. That's a lot.
Because people kept telling me to watch it for like years, and I was like, fine, I'll watch it, and it's fine. Like it's like
The way to
engaging.
interpret that is people have spent years telling you to watch it, not you need to spend years watching it.
Right. Yeah.
Also, like all kind of like neoliberal fantasy stuff just aged like
Yeah,
Horrible.
it aged
Sour
like milk.
cream.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
awful.
doesn't. Yeah, it's exactly. I think
Parks and Rec, unwatchable.
Unwatchable.
Like absolute garbage.
Yeah, it's
what? Really?
It's even worse. Like it's just as bad as it's worse than that.
It's worse. Oh, it's definitely
Yeah,
worse.
West Wing is worse because it's just like it's so smug. Like they're just like and I don't even know. I feel like Martin Sheen. I feel like the president. He's supposed to be like Republican, maybe, or maybe he's supposed to be like a Democrat.
I love those.
He's
like,
so centrist
cool,
that they don't like specify if he's a Republican or Democrat. I think they just always say like when there's like an election, it's like the other guy. Like they don't say like.
Well, that's similar
they
these
They do
days.
it on Veep too, kind of actually.
You know,
but
where no one's like political affiliation really comes up. You know what I
but
mean?
it's
There's not
like-
much identity politics anymore either.
Here's where I dropped off. So season 3 came out 1 month after 9/11. And I think the first episode, I don't remember, it was either the first episode of the season
They were
or
constructing a third tower.
they did like a really intense 9/11 episode that was just it was so annoying that I was just like,
Oh no.
I made it through the season and then I was like, I really just don't care about this at all.
You know, people don't really know this about like George. You know that famous thing where George Bush is in like the elementary school when 9/11 happens. People don't know he
Right.
was there to learn.
Kyle's act from 2003 has a lot of real bangers.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine if Gore would have won? I think it would have gone a little something like this. Oh, today it's 9/11 and nothing happened. Okay, that's my impression of if Al Gore was president on September 11th. What a normal day. Yeah, I think that I have a hard time with a lot of. I don't know if it feels like simpler times, but everything feels so like hate filled and identity filled, and your front foot. It's like people just say you don't talk about politics. That was like a real thing. Maybe because they're cowards. I don't know, but like maybe because they don't want to have to care about people they don't know. But that just feels like it comes from a time when you didn't really talk about it, and everyone was like giving a thumbs up to whatever dude who looked the same just got elected. You know what I mean? They're like, okay, well,
It's like when libertarian just meant like you'd read a different book or something instead of like you were like a pseudo skinhead who was like completely insane and brought a gun to a bowling alley all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't care. I mean, like libertarianism, like it's like when you're in high school, when you're in like middle school or high school, and you're like, oh, I guess that's fine, like because you don't know anything about the economy because you haven't had a job, so it's like, oh, okay, I guess they don't care if people smoke weed and they don't care if gay people get married, but they hate poor people.
Yeah, libertarianism is for kids. That's like what it's for. It's
for
like
children.
a fantasy for children.
It's for children.
Oh,
I think you're thinking
man.
of Trix cereal. I often confuse the two as well because neither tread on me, so that's probably it. I don't know why this. There's also something so absolutely so suit fashion is cyclical. This has nothing to do with politics, but like Mad Men suits are timeless because they are kind of what have always like. That's kind of what the style. 90s suits are not. Everyone
No,
walks around
they're
like
the
they're in a
worst suits.
friggin' David Byrne music video all the time.
They're
Yeah.
kind of back, unfortunately. It's kind of back.
Really?
now. Yeah.
I hate it so much.
If you want to watch
there's
the
no way to
look at the
tell the
most
difference between a
dated,
suit that fits and doesn't.
if you look at the
Right.
most dated
Yeah,
suit
yeah.
photo of all time, look up the LeBron James draft class suit photo.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
these kids, it is wild. Although maybe everything's going to always feel dated. I don't know. But there's just something about like,
They're all
90s
dressed like the kings of comedy.
yeah,
yeah.
90s suits just feel so weird. And they're all
Yeah.
they all feel like the same movie. It all feels like we're watching the game. And like it just something about the 90s color tone and then the 90s
Yeah,
suits. It
horrible.
all sort of feels like how my Zoom square looks. Like that sort of lighting. Not good.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh man. Yeah. It's the color of this door. The door.
Yeah,
Right.
it
Right
is. It
behind
really
me.
is. It's you know what
Oh,
suits.
horrible.
You know what 21st century suits are most popular? Iron Man. I wish I had
And
a
those
laugh
age
track.
great.
It looks pretty cool. Okay, I
Oh,
did just
man.
think of a baggy Iron Man suit, and I think it's pretty funny.
Does that suit? Do those suit pants zip off